Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more 9-rip, and we are going to finish Kureha's route today. So we got one of our good endings. We got our godly end, and we're going to get the heavenly end now, and then we're going to do all our bad endings. So I loaded up save file 4. It's going to be hard because we don't have save file 1 and 2. 1 we saved over when we were like, we're going to, like, we did the common route kind of split save from the other guide. But I think we're just going to skip through and kind of do, Hibiki's route from the normal point, because I'm not sure where we made that split. Was it after we talked to the book? I don't know. So we're just gonna whatever. And save file 1 was technically where we were supposed to get our mother bad end, but we already Bert, I need you to simmer the fuck down. Don't make me chuck you over the banister. So we don't really have that. And 2 was just for voice acting, but we're not playing with the voice acting on, so there's no point to make that save. So anyway, we loaded up save file 4. Okay, this is right. That will never happen. Oh, we get affection up for him still. Okay. Looking back, I regret the way I lived before. I won't ever let that happen again.
If that's the case, good. Perhaps I worry too much.
Oh, that's right. That's when he was like, what happens if you go back and you don't, argue with your mom, or whatever. I'm just glad you care. Thanks for listening, Kureha. Maybe I just wanted to know you care about me.
I'll take that quite seriously, then.
His words made my heart race, but I couldn't deny them. Even that response makes me happy. Suddenly, Kureha embraced me. Before I could react, he let go.
I'm sorry. I just lost control for a moment.
That certainly was a surprise. He said he lost control. Part of me wished it would happen again. Yeah, so that's interesting because I'm going to scroll down for a hot second because I see something. Oh, God, the ending. Okay. Oh, this is different.
After finishing our search for the key, Spacey and I headed back to the nurse's office. Although something about her expression seemed off. Gloomy, even. Did the school choice survey I gave you upset you?
Oh, no, not at all. It actually made me happier than I felt in a long while.
She didn't seem to be lying. Maybe I was just imagining things. But then, what else could it be? Oh. Could it be... Did I offend you when I hugged you earlier?
Huh? No, that's not it either. Actually, I didn't mind it at all. I liked it. Say you liked it, girl.
Oh, really? Well, that's good. No, it wasn't good at all. I overstepped my bounds, but perhaps it's too late to worry about that now.
Maybe we get a kiss CG in this end.
My feelings just took over in that moment. How am I supposed to handle these emotions? I'll probably keep watching over her even after she returned to the mortal realm. She'd find someone else eventually, start a life with him. It's unbearable.
Aww. Kureha, is something wrong?
What? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, right?
No, you just looked so upset. Almost like you were gonna cry.
Yeah, I just have a lot on my mind.
If you have something you want to say, please say it. I want to help.
In that case, I want you to love me. And I want you to join me here after you die. I felt a mixture of fear and shame. I quickly slapped myself in the face, hoping that would send me back to reality.
This is adorably awkward. I love this weirdo. I love him so much. Okay, so yeah, I guess the heavenly end is technically the better of the two. Oh, that's me. When did I fall asleep?
Ugh, I'm so glad you're awake.
As I began to recall what happened, my mind slowly started to clear. That's right, I fainted. So apparently, because I noticed that when we said that'll never happen, we got affection up. Did the other one we get affection up? Because I just noticed, I was looking in the notes in, the thing, and the heavenly the godly end has lower affection with Kureha than the heavenly end. So that's the difference. So this one Like, so technically the heavenly ends, I guess, I guess that makes sense. Like, are the best endings. And then the godly ends, or the god or whatever, are the good endings. And then there's just bad endings. But they're not normal, because you know how sometimes normal endings are just terrible, but... I slowly sat up, assisted by Kureha. Because I noticed we got affection up there, and I was like, wait, because I remember seeing something. We'll find a way to be together. But, like, I have feelings for you, too, also raised affection. Maybe you get more affection. Then let's find a way for us to be together. Kureha looked back at me, frozen, but I confidently continued. I'm sure we can find a way. Together we can overcome anything. Just look at all we managed to do so far. That's why... Kureha gently cut my cheeks in his hands.
That's a miracle. I was just about to say the exact same thing.
Kureha's voice was filled with excitement and laughter. So he wasn't planning on saying goodbye earlier.
I can't believe we were thinking the same thing. Nothing could make me happier.
His broad smile left me overcome with joy and relief. Phew, thank goodness.
Spacey, we'll find a way to make it back to the mortal realm. One that still allows us to be together.
Yes, Kureha, I know we can do it. A path for us to stay together.
For now, let me just confirm your feelings. Spacey, you care about me too. Is that correct? I need to hear how you feel about me.
Despite already knowing, his eyes conveyed a sense of worry. Of course I care about you, Kureha. No matter what the future holds. We exchanged smiles, a fleeting moment of joy in this bleak, somber world. Which is sweet because he was just like, she's gonna find someone else and move on! And we're like, no, but I love you no matter what. And he's like, oh, thank God, I was so fucking worried you're gonna find some other dude before.
Looks like she's asleep. The excitement from before had faded, replaced by impatience and confusion. Spacey couldn't stay here much longer. She had to learn the name of the spirit in the Forbidden Room and return home. Sadly, that meant time to find a way for us to be together was slipping away, too. Spacey, even when we're apart, you'll always be in my heart. Spacey might not like this decision, but our future was what mattered most. Our life in the mortal realm. A future without me in it. Thank you for loving me. I love you, too. I gently kissed her forehead, leaving a piece of my heart with her. The Forbidden Room was underground, and so I left Spacey sleeping and stepped out of the nurse's office.
Oh, okay, so he really did go, so now we know. He goes, and then the boy's like, he's there, and it's like, cool. Interesting. But it's interesting because that will never happen, and we'll find a way to be together. Those both raised affection, but the other two choices did too. Why did you come here alone? It's reckless. I was so worried when I woke up. No, something's not right. There was no color in Kureha's eyes. It was as though he didn't see me, lost in some kind of daze. Oh, it's weird because it's the same scene, but that line was slightly different. Okay, so this is still Please Let Me Be Close to You. And then we kiss him, and then we see all of his memories. And then I'm wondering, because it doesn't say wait for credits to finish. But there's also no, like, CG, so, like... There's no need for them. All the choices gave affection up, so I'm assuming these are just more, like, better affection up? Like, you know, as opposed to, like, 2 points, you get 4 or something? I don't know. No need for that now. Being able to help someone you love brings such joy, so you don't need to worry. Besides, I could protect Kureha too. Realizing that filled me with happiness, but then Kureha suddenly laughed.
You sure are dependable. I should step up my game. Besides, I want to stay sane. I can't lose these feelings for you. This love I feel for you.
He gently caressed my cheek. It was tickling yet comforting. Feeling his touch warmed my heart, and I felt myself blushing.
You truly are lovely. Why are you so adorable?
Stop it. I don't know what to say.
Sorry about that. Forgive me.
The sweetness of his words was something I wasn't sure I'd ever get used to. Yeah, this seemed, I mean, there's definitely way more romantic moments after our choices in this one, for sure. So I'm curious about the end. Wait, now's not the time for this. I gently moved his hand away from my cheek. Okay. So we're gonna go down there.
I'm worried about you. If anything were to happen to you,
Then we'd be together. You wouldn't have to worry anymore, Kureha. Are we gonna die and stay here? Because that's... I gasped as soon as I said the words. It wasn't just me who was taken aback by those words. Kureha was as well.
Are you serious?
I said it, but now I couldn't bring myself to answer him. I truly love Kureha that much. Kureha gently removed my hand from his collar and held it tightly.
I know the pain of losing family.
Sis...
We'll restore this place to the mortal realm and make sure you get home safely. No matter what. That's what I have to do. That's how I can show how much I love you. I hope you understand.
Of course. It was a fitting way for Kureha to express his love for me, and I smiled in response, though I worried my smile wouldn't appear genuine. Makes me feel like, at least in the other one we got to see him, and this one, well, it'll just be the, I know he's there, behind me, like, with me, but, like, whatever. Okay, because that was, we just saw the moment, but we haven't transferred back yet. Okay.
As Spacey and I navigated the school halls, my mind wandering to Hinagiku. Hinagiku, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you sooner. I said that when you turn into a wraith, you lose yourself. But I'm determined to bring you back, no matter the cost. Just because it's never been done before doesn't mean it can't be done. Spacey's presence filled me with hope. Our love guides me. It lights the way.
I thought we already just released her.
I couldn't bear the thought of us parting. Glancing around to ensure we were alone, I leaned in and whispered to Spacey, Hey, Spacey, I love you. As I pulled back, she gazed up, her cheeks a deep shade of red. She averted her gaze and whispered softly back to me,
I love you too.
To be loved by her, it was all I could ask for. I reveled in the joy of that moment, her words deeply nestled in my heart.
Can we kiss now? It says unlocks the CG, so I'm just saying, this is our last CG. Oh, okay, so we haven't gone down here yet. Oh, okay. All right, so we haven't found her yet. I'm really scared, but I knew there was no going back now.
Ready?
Yes. I knew Hinagiku might be on the other side. Okay, so then this is where... Okay. I don't know why, for some reason, I thought we were already in the thing. I don't... Wow, I'm crazy. No, we were down there fighting him, and that's what the... Okay. I don't know why my brain was just leapt ahead. Okay. If things keep going like this, I'll just be in the way. No, I want to stay by his side. I want to try. I want to help. In that moment, I accepted my death. A warm light enveloped me, turning the darkness white. I don't know who's saying... Is he saying it to me, or I'm saying it to him? I will protect you no matter what. Kureha? Oh, that was him.
I will protect you, no matter what. Come back to me, Spacey. You're still alive.
I'm not dead yet? I can't die and join you in your world? I wanted to help you. What is happening? I felt myself floating. Unsure of where I was enveloped in warmth. This is Kureha's warmth. The warmth of my beloved. I'm not really sure, but I thought for a hot moment she was actually going to die. And I'm like, well, that actually isn't the bad ending. It isn't. Oh, it's a slightly better ending for me, but... We're getting our CG. It's him. Oh, but he looks so sad. I thought we were actually gonna get a kiss CG, you fucking think, but no. Who's there? But why does he look so sad? I wanted to keep sleeping, but a warm sensation on my lips roused me. I just can't even believe in our heavenly end we don't even get a kiss, CG. You know, that's what makes this game 0 out of 10, though. Kureha? Seeing him so close brought me to my senses.
You're back.
How? Kureha gave me a faint smile. I immediately sensed something was off. His breath, usually cold, felt warm. Oh my god, we died, didn't we? Did we? What have you done?
I simply told you how I feel about you.
Told me? Something's not right. Before I could respond, I noticed something about him had changed. Kureha, your body... I touched his face, confirming his presence.
I'm sorry. It looks like I went a bit too far. But don't worry. That doesn't hurt at all.
What have you done? What are you saying? Kureha didn't answer me. He merely continued to smile. Yeah, no, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel good at all. I sensed Kureha was fading away. No, 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 no. No, wait, please, don't leave.
I'm sorry. It looks like I won't be able to keep my promise to protect you.
Yeah, no, this is not a heavenly end. Well, he gets to go to heaven. Like, this sucks this is a bad end. Promise doesn't matter. Just stay. Stay here with me. I kept calling out to him. Please stay here in this world. I couldn't bear the thought of him vanishing. Even if I couldn't see or touch him, I needed him to still be here.
You have to live. Live and return to the mortal realm. Live a full life. Live it for both of us.
Kureha, if you're not here with me, I'll lose myself. Kureha saved me from death. That must be why this is happening. He did something to save my life. That's why I felt that warmth on my lips. You bastard! I could have died and we could have been together. And now I'm gonna have to go back to being alive and you're gone? This is stupid. This is not a good end. This is not bittersweet. This is bad. This is a horrible ending. Think.
I realize my promises might not seem like much after what we've been through, but remember, I promised on my soul to protect you. Now let me make a vow once again. I swear on my soul to protect you.
He repeated those words again. That was his answer. But as a member of the living, I too had a soul. Now we finally get a kiss, CG. It's like... It's a kiss, CG, but they're doing something odd here with it. That, like... It's pretty, but it's also, like, artsy. So it's like... It doesn't seem like it fits in the game, really? But okay, it's something. Kureha tried to pull away, but he seemed weakened, and I managed to keep him close to me. I pressed my lips to his, intent on breathing life, my soul, my very essence into him. Our tongues met, seeking to merge us together. At least we finally got a kiss, CG, though. I didn't know how to do this. All I could do was hope from the bottom of my heart. Kureha, I need you. Death was not the end for me. With you by my side, it was just a new beginning. Slowly I opened my eyes, and Kureha's face was before me. A wave of relief washed over me, seeing him there. It's going to be okay. It was more than a relief. I felt a sense of weakness as I pulled back from him. My time is near. A faint smile formed on my lips. Thank goodness. It should be all right now.
I'm sorry, I'm
so glad you don't have to disappear, Kureha. I'm sorry for doing this without permission, but you mean too much to me. Okay, wait, they might be turning it around. Kureha shook his head. His expression was slightly puzzling, yet unmistakably he was smiling.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel sad about your death, and yet I feel such joy to know how you feel. I'm sorry, Spacey. And thank you.
I felt the same way. It seemed I too had lost my mind. Yet I felt no anguish, only a deep sense of peace. Mind if I rest for a little while? I'm quite tired. Kureha embraced me gently, silently consenting. That scared me for a hot second. Freed from all burdens, I slowly closed my eyes and savored the comfort of his warm embrace.
We'll always be together. I love you.
His love resonated through me, and with that, I heard my heartbeat for the very last time. Okay, I don't hate this ending. I mean, it is sad because, like, she dies. But, like, I get to be with my ghost boyfriend. So, like, I actually... After falling asleep peacefully, I awoke. In a world transformed. Since I was in the mirror, it took me a while to realize the mortal realm had been restored. Wait, what? Oh god, wait. It seemed that my spiriting away... Okay, this is auto-going, so I have to read it as it goes. Had indeed caused the creation of that peculiar world. The normal life that I'd been seeking. The sights and sounds that I knew so well, all returned. Yet this marked a new beginning for me. Lured into that strange new world. My time as a dead woman began 9 days later. The way they do that and then it drifts away like that, it's kind of pretty. Okay. I wonder if we can, skip that this time, because I don't think it's like it's like... Oh, here we go. Okay, well, I don't know why we couldn't skip the credits the last time. And this one we could. My existence as a ghost was surprisingly peaceful, more so than my busy life when I was among the living. Maybe you can't skip it the first time. The life was serene, finding inner peace was challenging. Kureha continued to visit Hinigiku, who remained a wraith in the underground altar, hoping to help her regain her sanity. Oh, so okay, that's to me tragic. Like, oh, he didn't help her and she didn't get to cross over, but we still have hope she could. I embarked on my own mission to watch over those I cared about. My mom seemed completely exhausted. I mean, this is the sad part, though, is the now checking in on your family, and it's not that they found your you're missing. You're just gone. They have no idea what happened to you. That's the sad part, you know? Thankfully, my sister helped take care of her. Sayaka, on the other hand, was determined to uncover the truth behind my disappearance. Their lives had been upended by the fact that I'd suddenly vanished. I mean, that is tragically sad, I guess. How could I possibly make it up to them? That was the only regret I had. The thing is it's not like okay, me, I chose this. I was like, okay. I don't mind it. I want to be with my ghost boyfriend. So I technically like this ending a little bit better, personally. But that's just because, but it is still bittersweet in the sense of like, we left our family and friends behind and that's kind of tragic and like, they have no idea what happened to you. And that's really painful and sad. They don't have any closure. And I just, so that's the bittersweetness behind it. And then the fact that like, poor Kureha probably feels guilty that he couldn't save me. And you're like, no, you can't disappear and I live. No. Like, I get what you're doing, sir, but no. You know what I mean? As days went by, there was always one thing I eagerly anticipated.
I was sure he'd be at this theater.
That day, Kureha and I were near the station. He wanted to introduce me to a ghost friend of his. What kind of person is this friend of yours, Kureha?
I'd say he's quite modern. Or maybe it's better to say straightforward.
Huh, modern? That was kind of hard to picture. I was also surprised that Kureha had a ghost friend outside of school. I hope it's one of our urban legend boyfriends or another boyfriend or one of the other ones. You know what I mean? How did you two become friends?
Interestingly, he visited me after I turned into a ghost. I was very spiritually attuned, so he could see me even when he was alive.
Huh. So he can see ghosts?
Yeah, like he even told me he was disappointed when he met me. I was so normal.
He seems like quite a character. Now you piqued my interest. So yeah, because like, okay, we know that everybody in the school died in 1949 out of our boyfriends, okay? Like, but like we don't know like all the, I know urban legends is one. What are the other ones called? Other Realm and Spirit World. But Other Realm is Seiya, so I would think it would be urban legends because Sana and Koyo are probably normal people. Spirit World and Other Realm are probably, well, we know Seiya is like the warder of hell or whatever, so Minami's probably something else. And Spirit World is probably, so I would think it would be one of our urban legend boyfriends. So, I really hope it is. That'd be so fucking cool. Kureha then firmly took my hand. I looked up to see he was frowning at me. What's wrong?
Because you seem taken with another guy. Perhaps we should reconsider meeting him.
I'm intrigued, but not like in a romantic way. Kureha, you're the only one for me. Are you seriously questioning my love, sir? You gotta get over that, because the man harem is full.
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I guess I got a little carried away.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get over that if you're coming into the man harem, I'm just saying. And absolutely you are. I love you to death. Don't worry, I'm not mad. I actually find his jealousy kind of endearing.
Deep down I know you love me, but sometimes I can't help but worry.
Then I'll just have to shower you with even more love to keep those worries at bay.
That sounds wonderful. But honestly, my heart's already brimming with your love. I still feel your presence in my heart. It's been there since that moment. Every time I sense it, it brings me such joy.
Oh. Kureha was referring to our last kiss, back when I was still among the living.
Spacey, thank you for sharing your love with me. I hope you'll continue to do so. And I want to be with you. And when it's time for us to cross over, I want us to do it together.
Yeah, I want the same. We aimed to cross over together. I didn't know when our time would come, but I continued to hold out hope. We supported each other so that we didn't turn into wraiths as we waited for our time, so that we may pass to the other side in peace. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I like this one a little bit better. Like, this is like 98%. Because there's that little bit where you're like, well, I mean, I suppose I should feel bad that like our mom and our sister and our best friend are sad without me, but I get to be with my ghost boyfriend, and that's all I really want. We'll be together from now on, so please stay with me. Let's spend our days together and ensure our hearts never fall into despair. Well, as long as you're by my side, I don't think I'll ever despair. Thank you for loving me, and thank you for staying by my side. I love you. That's beautiful. Hold on, I gotta get my... Okay, sorry, bird. I had to disrupt you because I didn't have my mouse to be able to see. Okay, okay, good. Okay. So now we're gonna get tragic ends. So bad end. Save file 6, that's our last one. So this is... We're going to say spirits instead of my wish is allow me to see spirits. I want to see spirits. I inscribed those words into the book, and immediately they faded away. Then both the brush and the book vanished into thin air. Huh. Could it be a wish beyond its power to grant? Maybe it's time to head home. The whole ordeal sidetracked me from considering my school options, so I simply left the library. This does say bad ending. And as soon as I got to the hallway... Oh, still here, are you? Looking through the various university options. Yui? I rubbed my eyes and looked again. Although, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how this would be... Okay, well, it says bad end and it says ending, a strange time again. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad ending to me. Well, we'll see what happens. Because, like, just being able to see everybody, including Kureha's, shouldn't be... It's not as... sweet, but I rubbed my eyes and looked again. It's strange. It's almost as if you're looking at me. Yui? What's the meaning of this? You can see me? I nodded, and Yui collapsed on the spot. I guess even ghosts can pass out. Wait, I shouldn't be thinking about that now. I tried to touch her, but my hand simply passed through her. I can't do it like before. I was panicking on what to do when...
Hey, Yui, what happened?
I assumed it's Kureha, but... I heard a familiar voice from far away, and in came running... Yeah. Kureha? I can see him too.
You can see me.
That's right. I made a wish to that book and... I explained what happened, and Kureha listened to my every word.
I see. So that's what happened. Well, come on, let's get her to the nurse's office. We can talk later.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh! It's... Okay. That's urban legend. One of our urban legends. So... I think he's one of the ones that, like, everybody loves. But, like... You basically have a bowl cut. It's actually not terrible, but it is kind of, like, probably the worst hair in the game. But it's still not bad. It could be worse, to be fair. But, like... so that's what I was wondering in the ending we just had. Like, is he your friend? Is he your modern friend? I saw someone unfamiliar next to Kureha. I hope he doesn't speak because I don't know a voice for him yet.
This is my friend. I'll introduce you to him later.
Oh, alright. I understand. So this person is another ghost. So, okay, that's what I was wondering if one of those other characters when he's like, we're waiting for someone else who's more modern. Urban legend. Okay. I don't know what his urban legend's about, but he definitely looks more modern because he's got a bunch of piercings and stuff, so okay. I felt a strange uneasiness as I looked around, and then I saw Hibiki, and next to him was Seiya. Oh, and that's our other from the... Okay, oh, yeah, all right. There was another man wearing a kimono. Behind him was a mysterious floating boy who continued to stare at me. That's him! That's our god friend! Spoiler, I guess. That, I think, is the secret character. The one that you never, like, that, okay, I think he's the one because that's who I've seen chibi form. And he's on the cover and in the little chibi on the card. So I think that's our, yeah. So, there you go. That's the character, and he's the one that's voiced by Sylvie's voice actor. That's why I gave him that voice, because I'm pretty sure he's the one. I mean, I know he's the secret character from looking at him. It's like, yes, okay, but I think he's the one that sucked us into this world. So, why? Who knows? Like, you know, whatever, but okay. I'm not sure if he's actually a love interest. Because he's, like, adorable, but he looks 12, and, like, that's going to be the last route. You're going to make me date, like, the child? Like, I don't care if he's 300, he looks 8. You know what I mean? He's adorable, though. But, like, he's at least brought us into the world, so he is a character, so. Maybe I overdid it with my wish. I regretted it a little, but the joy of being able to meet Kureha again more than made up for it. I wonder how things will be from now on. A lively yet bizarre new life. I had a feeling there'd be more strange things to come, but I found myself looking forward to it. After all, I've grown used to living with spirits. I chuckled to myself as I ran after Kureha. And the little god boy looked kind of disappointed in us. But we saw 2 of our other future boyfriends. Well, 3, because Seiya was there. Ending a strange time again. Okay, I don't think that's a bad ending. I think it's just another ending. So, but I mean, I guess you've got the best endings, and then you've got whatever. So I think that's a good ending. I think that's a normal ending type of a thing where you're like, okay, it's not one of the best endings for Kureha, but it's not terrible. So then save file 5, that's this one. Okay. And then we say, Isao Sukigami is dead. Isao Sukigami is dead!
Dead?
He reacted to it. Yes, he's no longer here anymore.
That's right. He died. However, what became of his soul?
The color of Kureha's eyes and the aura surrounding him suddenly changed, and in that moment,
his soul must also perish.
I think he killed us. I felt a sharp pain in my back. Yeah. Then I slumped to the floor.
More souls. I must kill.
Did I cause him to go mad? This is a bad ending. Felt a burning sensation well up in me. Where did I go wrong? In my final moments, I thought of his smile, and as I thought of the memory of who he once was, the flame of my life was extinguished. But the thing is then I wake up dead and I'm here and he's a wraith and he's attacking me. But that's just how it ends. We just die. Now that's a bad ending. Ending hunger. It was a bad ending. But I think the other one was more like a normal kind of ending. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the best possible outcome, but it's not a bad one at all. You're like, I can see spirits and I can at least see Kureha still, right? Oh, that's this one. Yes, 3. Because I didn't do a save 2 and save 1 was actually the one. What does it mean for the memory to be revived? Reliving a painful memory. The ghosts I'd encountered so far, all the rumors about them were frightening, yet their true stories were all rather sad. So this ends a bad end? Okay, wow. With that in mind, maybe the Wraith didn't want me uncovering the truth because it would bring up painful memories for them. Well, technically for Kureha, so.
That's certainly a possibility. Quite different from my case.
Right, you have no memories, huh, Kureha? No memories. There was something there that seemed important. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. If my theory's correct, we should confront the Wraith directly. Digging into the rumor's origins can antagonize it further. So we're gonna die immediately. It could be the case, but frankly, both options seem dangerous to me.
Indeed, there's a real risk the Wraith might fatally curse you just for speaking to her. Well, that seems far too dangerous.
But facing the things I've feared is what has allowed me to get this far in the first place. They both fell quiet, appearing to accept the logic of my point. Anyway, for now, let's focus on investigating the rumors. Your suggestion can be your fallback plan if nothing else shows promise.
I agree. We can operate covertly and try to find out what we can. Someone should stay behind with her, though.
The conversation continued as the two of them planned their next steps. Finally, they came up with a plan to learn more about the final wonder. It was also determined that it was safe for me to be alone because Yui had the sole key to the nurse's office. Seeing as ghosts weren't able to pass through walls in this world, by keeping the doors locked, I'd be safe. Even so, it's frustrating to feel powerless. We're going to go out and get murdered, aren't we? I was scared, of course, but the inability to actively solve my own problems made me feel even worse. Then, as I sighed in resignation, a knock on the nurse's office door caused me to leap up in fear. Maybe that's Kureha. Since Yui was the only one with the key, it had to be Kureha. Rising, I made my way toward the door. Who's saying, "Are you there?" Are you there? I kept hearing the knocks. Are you there? The same question was repeated over and over. The sound didn't stop even when it covered my ears. Answer me. Are you there? Answer me. The questions were repeating in robotic succession over and over. Felt as though my mind was going to shatter like glass. Somebody, please come quick. I felt pitiful for wishing that. Answer me. Are you there? This must be the voice of the Wraith echoing inside my brain. Yes, in that case, perhaps the best option would be to open the door. My whole plan depended on whether or not the Wraith would actually listen to me. Only one way to find out: you could talk through the door. I was afraid of meeting her alone, but I knew I had to overcome this fear. And so, I gathered up my courage and headed for the door. I reached for the lock and unlocked it with a loud click. The door was open from the outside, and it glided in through the opening. As expected, it was the same Wraith as before. She was so tall I had to look up to face her, and her eyes were filled with a dreadful despair. This was the first time I was able to look at her face to face. My throat was dry, but I managed to muster the courage to speak to her. I wanted to talk. Can you tell me about you? My voice was shaking. My knees were buckling, and I felt myself unable to stand for much longer. The Wraith said nothing as she reached out to me. Before I knew it, I was being strangled and slowly being lifted off the floor. I tried to break free, but she was too strong. In my resistance, I felt her grip tighten even more. No, 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 no! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Too bad. I think we did.
Hanging in midair. The end.
So that was all of our endings. Yeah, I don't think the,
Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Do you need a break? You're getting fidgety and keep hanging down your booty. You keep putting your booty down. And when you push your booty down like that, when you're like, it's like you're trying to hold in your poos. You good? Yeah? Good boy.
I only have one hand because I'm trying to get the bird back and my cord's tangled. Okay, I realized that there's a little cut off or whatever in there because, like, as I was trying to get the bird to his space, my headset cord got tangled and pulled out a little bit. So there's a little bit of like, and then some jumble, like, so it's fine. It was like 2 seconds of me, like, just getting him over. You heard me get him to a spot, and then Kate was coming back, and it kind of popped out. So anyway, nothing. You missed nothing aside from, like, I was starting to think about the endings. Like, I don't think that one ending counted as a bad ending where we could see spirits instead of just Kureha. Like, I thought that was cute. It's a cute ending. It's not, yes. For Kureha, it's not the best ending. The one we had with him, our godly ending or whatever, that is the best ending for him with that choice. But I think that one, seeing spirits, was like a good ending versus a bad ending. But I get it where it's like, if it's not labeled as anything, it's where you have your 2 good endings and then everything else. But I think of that one as like, I feel like that's kind of like a normal ending. Like, hey, yeah, it's not the best outcome for Kureha specifically, but we can still see him in everything, and it's kind of a little bit of a bonus, you know? I personally... So, like, Otome Kitten put the godly ending first because she liked that one better. I like the heavenly ending better. I know we died, and I know it's a little tragic and sad, but me, I'm like, I don't know, I'd rather be able to hang out and be with my ghost boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think in reality I could make that choice. It'd be very difficult because you're like, my family, my friends, my bird, my light. Like, yeah, I don't think I'd want to just willingly give that up and be like, yeah, I'm just going to stay in the other realm. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be hard to make that decision or to leave your family and friends like that. You know what I mean? Like me being like, oh yeah, fuck, peace out, mom, sis, and bestie. I'm going to hang out with my dead boyfriend. But you know what especially as a teenage girl, you know what I mean? But in the realm of the fantasy game and everything, I want to be able to be with my dead boyfriends. So, like, works out best for me in that sense. Even though there still is a little bit of bittersweet sadness because you're like, no, but like, that's sad because, like, you know, she's like her friend, her mom and her sister and Sayaka have no fucking idea what happened to you. You just disappeared. And that's so tragic and sad. Like, they don't have any closure. But they didn't harp or linger on it. They were like, you know, my friends, like, and family, they're sad and whatever. And then anyway, and then we kind of move on and you're like, good, you kind of focused and you brought up, this kind of sucks, but let's not talk about it. And I appreciate that. I don't know why we're just sitting here and not looking at our last memory, but I'm not going to lie, the way this one started, with this, where it was like, he's apologizing to us and he was going to disappear. And I'm like, there is no way this is a good fucking ending where we go back and we're alive and he just doesn't exist at all. Fuck that shit. That's a bad ending. But like, they turned it around, but they had me scared for a minute. Okay. I was definitely scared. I was trying to say technically and then I was saying definitely and then technically and whatever. Yeah, I was afraid of this one. What are you talking so fucking loud for? My only disappointment on this ending, though, is this is our kiss CG. It's kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but it's very, like, artsy, and it's not like, it doesn't fit with the rest of the CGs in the game. You know what I mean? But I guess it's because it's like we're transferring, like, the soul back to him, you know what I mean, to keep him alive. But I do feel like for this being, like, the probably better of the 2 good endings, supposedly, that they could have made the CG a little bit better. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel slightly like, You know what you know what it makes me feel like? Really good fan art. Like somebody who is a fantastic freaking artist who can get almost, that's what it looks like. It doesn't quite look like the rest of the art in the game. It looks like holy shit, this is really good fan art. You know what I mean? Because there's something about it that just, because you know what I mean? Like, if you're making a fan art, like, I know the Kiss CG, and then, oh, the flames, and then all this, and then there's this artsy, like, element to it. Like, you made it so that it could be like a sticker or something, not it's a, like, rectangular CG that fits in a game. That's what there's just something, it's not that I don't like it, it's just disappointing, because I'm like, this is not what I expected of my Kiss CG, and I expected better, and, you know, it disappoints me in that respect, but it's still pretty and we got one. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the CGs in the game. And I think I had higher expectations when I finally got a Kiss CG. And like, I don't know. So, but anyway, yeah, I definitely, I like personally the heavenly ending better than the godly ending. I don't think the godly ending was bad. I'm glad we got to see him at least so we could always see and talk to him. But I am not, like we knew when we got our mother bad ending and I didn't know it was the bad ending. I'm like, oh, we died. Okay, I didn't think they were going to go there, but sure. Okay. All right. I'm cool with it. So, yeah. I can understand why people maybe didn't like that or whatever. But I am intrigued if his is a kind of like more bittersweet in a way than other ones, how they're going to turn out. I definitely could see that, you know, us dying and staying in the other realm or whatever is kind of bittersweet and sad. I get that, but it's still a happier ending to me than never seeing my dead boyfriend again. I don't know. Maybe, listen, I got a man harem in my head, okay? I'm all about the bitches. Especially if they don't constantly harp on, like, my mom was so tragic and I watched her for years as she pined away slowly and Sayaka never... And they don't tell you that. They're like, Sayaka's determined to figure out what happened to me. My sister's supporting my mom. It sucks for them. And then you just kind of let it go. You're like, okay. So you as the player don't have to be burdened with that, even though in your head you're like, yeah, but that's kind of tragic, but you don't have to think about it. Like, they're like, don't really think about it, though. You know? Which I guess is kind of bad, but... Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow for you, maybe a couple days for me, we'll see how it goes. We'll start Hibiki's route, so that'll be interesting. There'll be a lot of skipping in the first part, I'm sure. Well, no, because I'm assuming we'll have a couple of different scenes and stuff, where we spend more time with him. Why do you keep yakking at me? Shut your mouth! God! You're being a pain in the ass. You could go downstairs. He's mad because I'm, like, leaning forward because, like, we're going to wrap this up. So he's like, I can't snuggle. When I am trying sometimes to cook in the kitchen, I'm doing stuff, he tries to climb and, like, hang in front of my face. And I'm like, you cannot just hang there. So he's kind of mad because I'm leaning forward so he can't climb and shove himself under my chin. So that's probably why he's bitching right now. But
we're going to go downstairs in a minute. Because we're done. We finished playing this whole game today.
Not all in one day, but, like... I recorded a couple of hours. I recorded quite a few parts. I'm not even sure how many parts I did, but like I did the last part. I'm like, fuck it. We're going to stay. It's a Friday night. So like, whatever. But I just really enjoyed this a lot. Even the bittersweetness and everything. I had a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's the first route, but I feel like this sets the precedent for the game. Like, all right. And if this is one of the, like, routes that some people find boring or not as good, then we have a lot of really great shit to look forward to, all I'm saying. Because, like, I enjoyed this. I like Kureha a lot. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.